What is up, guys? It is KikiZilla101 here yet again, and we're back for another 2018 new models from the prehistoric animal companies, and today we're going to be doing Schleich. Well, same day as I'm doing Collecta, but now we're doing Schleich. This is definitely Schleich has the lowest number of total prehistoric animals we're getting this year, but I think this is the best year for Schleich, and I've always been a hater. I will say the word hater because I think it's been that dramatic. I've always hated Schleich and their figures just because they were really childish and cartoony looking, and there's very few that I actually ever liked. Recently they're Dunkleosteus, but this here is absolutely phenomenal, and we're gonna see why. So let's start off with their first figure, which is the Dinogorgon. This Dinogorgon, first off, I wouldn't even expect Schleich to even be making a species of Gorgonopsid in the first place, but let alone just a species I've never even heard of. I never even heard of Dinogorgon before I saw this figure. And boy, does it look great. It doesn't look cartoony. I mean, it kind of does in a way, but not like Schleich cartoony. And it's really well detailed. It's got a great pose, and I am 100% getting this. I prefer this over the Safari one, which is like an Innocent something. It's a weird Gorgonopsid, but this one is by far better in my opinion, and I'm definitely going to be getting this one for sure. This is 100% I'm getting this one, but this is just an amazing figure. I'm really impressed with how Schleich has done it, so I'm certainly getting this one for 2018. Next up, we have a feathered dinosaur, the Oviraptor. We haven't gotten an Oviraptor toy in a long time, so this is actually a nice update from the other figures of it. Papo, I think, made one recently, or might have been recently, or might have been a long time ago, but it had like an egg in its hand and it didn't have any feathers. That one kind of sucks. But this one's nice. I think the previous one from Safari was back in their Carnegie line. So it's been a long time since we've gotten an Oviraptor figure, so it's actually pretty nice that Schleich's given us one, and I think I'll actually pick this one up. This one looks like it's lacking paint, though. It just looks like it's been spray painted, like blue up its back, and then its tongue and eye, so it's got very minimal painting in its claws. That's like it. At least it's well detailed, and I could always paint it myself or something like that if I'm unhappy with it in hand, but I think I'm gonna probably end up getting this one for 2018. I'm probably gonna wait on this one. I'll probably wait on the Gorgonopsid as well, but I might wait on this one for a little bit longer. But either way, I'm probably going to end up getting this one. Next up is one I'm super excited for, which is the Psittacosaurus. And this is, I should have looked up the species name, but this is a species, another species of Psittacosaurus that hasn't been portrayed inside of a figure form yet. And it's the one with the little horns you can see on the side there. And I just love this figure. And I've never really realized it before, but I just recently realized that I've always had an inner love for Psittacosaurus. I just think it's a really cool dinosaur, and how it's like a predecessor of the Ceratopsids, which are a really diverse group of dinosaurs, which I'm only recently really gaining a lot of love and respect for. But Psittacosaurus is just cool, and I love its quills on its tail. It's just a really cool dinosaur, and this is a really, really well done model. It has no proportional issues or anything like that. It has feathers. It's just, this is a phenomenal figure from Schleich. I am really, really impressed. And this is the second figure so far that has feathers on it. Oviraptor, and then this one, which is technically quills, but still, and it's nicely painted. It's got the Schleich color scheme, so that's probably the only Schleich part of it. But I think they got a completely new modeler this year, because the models look phenomenal. Maybe the Oviraptor kind of looks a little Schleichy, but it's got like a dark green on the back, and then medium green for the most of the body. It's got the tan underneath. It's got the pinkish tan for the horns, which looks nice, and then gray for the beak, and then there's red for the tongue, yellow for the eyes, gray for the claws and hooves, and then there's the pink again up on the top of the quills. It looks like a good figure. I really want this figure. I really do. And I'm gonna say I'm probably gonna get this one along with the Safari figures when I start buying them all. I'm probably gonna get this one really quickly, because I do want this one to show up in my new series I'm making called Mesozoic Isle, and you guys will get the official announcement of that very soon. You guys will get to know a little bit more about it. Now this is the fourth figure. It's another feather one. It's got a Tawa. I've never heard of this dinosaur before, so it's cool that Schleich is making a odd dinosaur, or two new prehistoric creatures that that I've never heard of before, Dinogorgon and now Tawa. And so it's really nice to see this. I have a problem with its feet. It's really oversized, but at least they tried to make it bipedal. I appreciate that. It looks like some coelophysoid type dinosaur. And it's got like feathers on its tail and on the back of its head, so at least it has feathers. But it doesn't look too bad. It really doesn't. It doesn't look too schleiky. I mean, it's got the big feet, really big feet, but other than that, it looks pretty good. It really does. I don't think I'm gonna get it like ever, but this one's a good one. I think it's the weakest of their, not necessarily the weakest, but my least favorite from this year for sure. But it's definitely improvement over Schleich, and it doesn't really look very schleiky compared to a lot of their other older figures. Now finally, the last figure, which I am definitely getting, not only because I like it and I like its color scheme, but also just because I need a lot of Triceratops for my series I'm making soon, so I'm going to be getting any decent or good models, good to decent models for Triceratops, so I can have them, a big herd of them. But this one is the Triceratops, like you've seen. It looks great. We needed a new Triceratops resculpt, and so apparently both Schleich and both Schleich and Safari, my bad, tried to fill that hole, which is nice. I prefer the Safari one for sure, but this is a nice one. It's got a splash of color to it. It's got a very unique pattern to it that I've never seen on any Ceratopsid before. I do actually like the brownish color with the red. It looks nice. And I like the paintwork going on here. It's really well detailed, and yet again, it doesn't look like a Schleich figure. It doesn't look very Schleiky. It's very well done, and I'm actually, I'm gonna get this one. It looks very good. I think this is great. I think their year, this year for Schleich has been absolutely great. It's only 5 figures, but this is great for them. I'm really proud of Schleich, and I'm happy that if they're gonna continue making figures like this, then I will continue to support them, because I'm happy that in the direction they're going, because especially, I don't care if they're making kids toys, they should be, good interpretations of the dinosaurs, so they can be educational to the kids. They shouldn't, be looking at this little cartoony Chasmosaurus that's, looks like a total, mentally ill dinosaur, and then they grow up and see what an actual dinosaur looks like. It's childish. I don't think it's very mature or proper to give kids those types of toys. I think if you're able to give them more accurate looking toys, then they're better off, Especially kids like me. I was young and I didn't like cartoony dinosaur toys. I only liked the real looking ones. That's why I got almost the entire Carnegie collection. So yeah, but that pretty much wraps this up. For this year, I'd probably say my favorite is the Gorgonopsid, the Dinogorgon, and then my second favorite is the Psittacosaurus, and then the Triceratops is my third favorite. But Oviraptor is definitely a close fourth. So that's pretty much that. What are your guys' thoughts and opinions on these figures for this year? What are your top 3 figures from this? What are your feelings about Schleich as a company in general? Has this year changed it at all if you were like me and didn't like Schleich's toys before? So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I will be eager to read them. And stay tuned for my final video, which will be going over the Papo figures for 2018. I might even make that tonight, so I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.